What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is Carlo and you are watching Lakbaygram, the Pinoy Travel School. So for this vlog, we're going to talk about your Boracay 2020 travel. What are the step-by-step process needed? What are the travel requirements? And what to expect at the airport upon arrival? Before that, let me go ahead and give you a quick tour of our hotel here in Boracay. It's the Shangri-La Resort and Spa. Let's go! Alright, you guys, so it's a beautiful day here in Boracay. Medyo maaraw ngayon. I'm going to give you a quick room tour of our room here in Shangri-La Resort and Spa. This is the premier deluxe room. It's 63 square meters, including the balcony outside, which I'm going to show you later. So let's go ahead and start. Alright, so let's start here. So right here you can see there's a center table, a sofa that could fit in 2 people. And then there's a little artwork right there and light. And then here we have a side table, we have a lampshade, we have the phone. This is a king size bed. At the end of the king size bed there's a bench, a little bench. And then if we go here, yeah, there is a mirror. That's the door to the balcony. I'm going to show it to you later. So there's an office table, a chair, a lampshade, another phone in there. That's TV, cabinet, and another lampshade right there. And that's the door to the bathroom. Alright, so let's go here. So there, those fruits are complimentary. And then here, it's nothing, it's just utensils for when you want to eat. Here, there's a mini fridge. Now here, walang laman. Then here, we have straws. Water bottles are complimentary. There's a kettle right here. Tea, coffee, cups, glasses for your water. Alright, so this is the door to the bathroom. There. So it's a huge bathroom. So there's a bathtub right there. Those are our toiletries, so don't mind them. So the toiletries are like this. Panpuri, like refillable containers. We have toothbrush, comb, shower cap, cotton buds, toothpaste. There. The soap is L'Occitane. Here, double sink. And then here is the toilet. And then right next to the toilet is the shower room. So the shampoo, conditioner, and shower gel are in a refillable container. As you can see, it has a shower. It also has a rain shower right there. This is where you put your luggage. Those are our bags and slippers. There's a piece of an artwork there. Right next to the bags, there's a safe. These are just empty cabinets. So this is the cabinet. So they have extra robes. Those are my shirts. Umbrella, weighing scale, slippers. This is a slipper. This is an ironing board and a flat iron. And our extra blanket and extra pillow on top. Alright, so that's it. Let's go outside and check out the balcony. Alright, you guys, so this is the balcony. Yep, so there's a light, and day beds, 2-day beds. Now, itong door na to, when you open this, the aircon inside will automatically turn off. There is a table here. Now, the view outside our hotel. That's the Shangri-La port right there. And that's the beach. Alright, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed our little tour. Alright you guys, so let's talk about your travel requirements and the step-by-step process. Now, the first thing that you have to do is to book your flight and hotel accommodation. Why? Because you will be needing this information when you fill out your health declaration form and when you send a request for a QR code to Boracay Tourism. Ano yung QR code? Ano yung health declaration? I'm going to discuss it later in this video. But yeah, you need to book your flight and hotel accommodation. I recommend to book a flexible ticket. Why? Because at this stage we don't know the result of your RT-PCR swab test. Yes, it's a requirement. I'm going to discuss it later in this video. Also, the rules are changing every time, so better to be prepared in worst cases. So, alright, so once you book your hotel accommodation and your flights, you are now ready to schedule your RT-PCR test or COVID tests. The most important thing about this is it has to be taken 72 hours prior to your flight. I went to CATICLAN clinic. I took the next day release na result. For example, you're going to take it today. Next day, they are going to release it and send the result to your email. It's CATICLAN clinic. They have branches in Mega Mall and Festival Mall. I'm going to add a link to their page on the description of this video. It's kind of pricey. Mine costs around 9,000 plus the consultation, the doctor consultation, because you will be needing a doctor consultation. Kasi sabi nila, you are not allowed to take the test without the consultation. So that would be an add-on. I spent like 10,000 pesos for my test, which was released the following day. I recommend na maghanap pa kayo ng mas cheaper na option. Because I think you can still find better options. I heard Chinese General Hospital is offering a lower rate. I'm not sure about it. You can do your own research. I'm just sharing my own experience kung paano ko nakuha yung result ko. And it was through CATICLAN clinic. The test should be conducted 72 hours prior to your flight. Dalawa kasi yan. There's if you are going to rush it, it will be released the following day. Now, there is another test that's cheaper, which will take 3 to 5 days bago ma-release. I recommend taking the next day release na test because, again, the requirement of Boracay Tourism is it has to be conducted, or the swab test has to be conducted 72 hours before your flight. So para hindi na tayo magka-problema, just take the next day release test. Don't risk it. Kasi nag-book na kayo ng flight, nag-book na kayo ng hotel. Yeah. So once you're done with your RT-PCR swab tests, I recommend to fill out the health declaration form. I'm going to add a link to the health declaration form on the description down below. Now, I encountered an error when I was filling this out in Google Chrome. In case maka-encounter kayo ng error, you can just switch browser. I switched to Opera and it did work. So baka kasi ma-encounter nyo yung error na na-encounter ko. It wasn't sending. The first time I tried it, it wasn't sending. I was using Google Chrome and then I switched to Opera and it did work. Once done filling out that form, you will be receiving a prompt with a list of requirements, which includes negative RT-PCR result, confirmed booking form, ID with Philippine residency. So a UMID would work. I used UMID for my requirement. Round trip flight and travel details. Once na-receive nyo na yung or result ng RT-PCR nyo. Meron na kayong flight details, hotel accommodation. You are now ready to send your requirements to Boracay Tourism. Their email address is touristboracay@gmail.com, and yung email subject nyo, it has to be specific. There's a format for that. It should be OHDC dash your family name, comma your first name. So for example, OHDC dash De La Cruz, comma 1. That's how it's being formatted. The processing time will take less than 12 hours. I received mine 18 minutes after I send my requirements. So I sent in my requirements after 18 minutes. I already got a QR code from Boracay. It's basically the health declaration form with a QR code. So ibabalik nila sa inyo yung health declaration form with a QR code appended. Question: what if I have several hotel reservations? You can detail your itinerary in the email content. That's what I did. So in-indicate ko lang kung saan ako mag-stay from this, because I'm staying here for like 2 weeks or 2 to 3 weeks. So in-indicate ko lang na for this specific date range, dito ka sa hotel na ito mag-stay, and then hotel B, hotel C, hotel D, stuff like that. For ID, I presented UMID. Make sure that I recommend that yung address nyo nandun na sa ID nyo. UMID is the best ID for this, I suppose. Alright you guys, so once you completed the travel documents, na nasend nyo na siya sa Boracay Tourism, you will be receiving a QR code. I recommend to print that QR code and keep it handy all the time kasi palagi nyo siyang i-scan from the time na tumapa kayo sa Manila Airport. I flew with Cebu Pacific and they asked me to go to the kiosk. Even if I checked in online, they still asked me to go to the kiosks to print my bag tag before I drop it sa counter. Yeah, they probably had it that way to minimize the contact sa airport. So I would recommend to allot time for you to check in kasi medyo mahirap na ngayon. Medyo maraming chine-check, QR code, travel documents. Next is you go to the counter, you will need to present your QR code. Dito pa lang sa Manila, or sa Manila pa lang, they will ask for that QR code already. So make sure to keep it handy. Dapat accessible siya all the time because you will, from the time na tumapa kayo sa airport, you will be presenting it over and over again. So make sure meron kayo maliit na bag wherein you have that handy. Also your IDs, make sure na dapat palagi nyo siyang nahawakan or madali nyo siyang ma-pull from your pocket or somewhere. Now, face shield and face masks are required at the airport. During your flight, it's required. By the time you landed in Boracay, you should still be wearing your face mask and your face shield. Pagdating nyo sa Boracay Airport, pagbaba nyo ng plane, you will go inside the airport. The first thing that you have to do is, or the first thing that they will do is they will scan your temperature. They will give you a small piece of paper with your temperature, and you would need to hand it over sa counter na mag-check ng travel documents nyo. So they will check for your valid ID with proof of residency. UMID is highly recommended here. Your temperature, yung temperature na kinuha sa inyo by the time na pumasok kayo sa airport, yung QR code, and your seat number. So wag nyo iwawala yung seat number nyo kasi it's very important. After that, when you pass, it's kind of like immigration style at the airport. Next is you're going to pick up your luggage. Now, if you are going to commute to Boracay Island, because when I arrived here, I didn't notice a lot of people commuting. Whenever I visit Boracay pre-COVID, I always commute. So I wondered why people were not commuting. Maybe they're just rich people. When I arrived here, nag-commute lang ako. I took the tricycle. If you're wondering where the tricycles are, paglabas nyo ng airport, nasa left side siya. So, meron siyang booth, small booth doon sa left side. Paglabas nyo ng airport, Unang sasalubong sa inyo dyan, mga travel packages. Now, when you pass through the travel packages, yung mga tao nag-aalok ng travel packages, travel agents or whatnot, there is a booth on the left side na para sa tricycle. They will scan your QR code once again and they will give you a slip. Now, yung slip na yon, i-hand over nyo dun sa tricycle booth na matatagpuan nyo sa labas ng airport. So, you would have to go out of the airport. Sa likod nun, merong maliit na booth. You are going to give them yung ticket na binigay sa inyo at the airport. The fare is 100 pesos and then bibigyan kayo or assignan kayo ng tricycle driver. Now, the tricycle driver will drop you off doon sa port. Now, what to expect at the port? Hindi na siya katulad dati na meron siyang ibang booth na mga fees. So, you would have to go to the port, inside the port. Pagpasok nyo sa port, ipe-present nyo na naman yung QR code and your ID with your address. They will ask questions too, like anong hotel ka mag-i-stay. So, make sure na handy yung health declaration form nyo kasi yung fill out nyo yun, nandun nakalagay rin yung hotel nyo. So, saan hotel kayo mag-stay, address, stuff like that. Basic questions that can be found already in your health declaration form. Next is you would have to settle the payment. It's 215 pesos. Yun yung total. And then they will give you a small ticket with a name, some random name, and a seat number. So yung name na yun, that's the name of your boat. And the number is your seat number on that boat. Now, dati, ang daming porter sa Boracay. When I arrived there, walang mga porter yung boat. So, make sure na prepared kayong i-carry yung mga stuff nyo onto the boat. Now, pagdating nyo sa island, you can take the jeep na parang multi-cab na style. The fare, for me, I dropped off at Henan. When I arrived here, I was staying at Henan. The first hotel where I stayed at was Henan Prime sa Station 1 and it costs 40 pesos. Sabi nung friend ko na nag-drop off sa Red Coconut, which was at Station 2, her fare was 30 pesos. So, there. Once you arrive in your hotel, you still have to present the QR code. So that's it. I hope I didn't miss anything, but if I do, please comment down below. I will try to answer it as much as I can. So that's it for this vlog. I hope it helps. Enjoy your Boracay trip. See you next time. Adios.